Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
And it's Stoichkov. Neymar. De Bruyne with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. No, that was never going to make it. Cantona. Rijkaard. Cantona. Raul. And it's De Bruyne. He won't be happy with that one. Zanetti. And here's Neymar. Now it's Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Stoichkov. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And here's Neymar. Now it's Torres. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the counter is on. And this is Torres, looking to play him in. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to get rid. And smartly reclaimed. So we're still where we started right now. De Bruyne. Well, there's the clearance. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fernando Torres is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Tries to pass it through, and he's cut it out. And he gets rid in a hurry. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that's put paid to a promising move. Stoichkov. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Torres. De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Roll! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Adams cuts out the pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Can he finish? And this is Torres. Shoots! It's off target and by quite a way. And he's quick to snatch it back. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And here's Neymar. Stoichkov. Good ball, good take.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's Neymar! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Zanetti, up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shoot! And a chance! And yes, it's there! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Oh, he did so well to hold his run. And
Mbappe! And that could come back to haunt them.
Mbappe clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Mbappe, and that is expertly dealt with.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that has put paid to that. Arsenal moments now away from seeing. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
It's roll! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Applies the finish! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
De Bruyne. Played into space out wide. Ball's out once more. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. De Bruyne. Messi. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Neymar. Floated through. Oh, good take. Rummenigge! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Santos grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar. Dunk gets it away. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He has found the way through. And he's heaved it away. It'll be a throw-in. Looking to play him in. Plays it across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Neymar. And here's Raul. Bellingham. Messi. And it's Bellingham. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Rummenigge. Cafu does well to stand firm and defend it. Can he get it through? Well, there's the clearance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. And the first half is done. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
From today's match is now on sale in the stadium hall. Substitution for Arsenal, number 22.
Santos kick off the second half.
Coming on to replace him is number 9.
He's got space here.
Mbappe.
And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to...
Big chance! Sensational from Bellingham! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was the crispest of hits. And Messi! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly.
Chance for a shot! Oh, crossbar! And he's there to belt it away. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. De Bruyne! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
There's the header! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, no joy this time. Mbappe, De Bruyne, and De Bruyne! Oh, he's been caught napping. Traumeri, he's gone for goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
And yes, it's him again. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
The action has already started.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Now this could be a chance. And it's Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Massaro. Now then, the ball's come loose. Here's a chance! Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead.
Leverkusen.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. First quarter of an hour gone. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's managed to get free. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bayer Leverkusen looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency...
Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Decent progress down the left. And here's Torres. Raul gets into a good position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Chouameni. And he's in on goal! That's a look and plays it forward. Elise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Looking for a runner. And he thumps it clear. Elise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's gone loose. De Bruyne. 5 minutes till the break. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Mbappe. And he's hit it long.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Arsenal, number 22, Fernando Torres.
And we're underway
Coming
again.
on the field is
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's Elise. Azar! Off the post! And he's there to belt it away. Good running, strong and purposeful. Raul. And it's Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Elise is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Mbappe. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Can he get it through? Good shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
There's the shot! He's got a goal! And that was his 20th goal for this team. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cafu. And here's Raul. He's in a... It's Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Neymar. And that's a throw-in. Koundé wins the duel this time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Mbappe. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Chouameni, Raul. This is it then, now or never. He's being urged to shoot. Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Koundé.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, well played. And he can clear it away. Raul. It's a pretty loose pass. And time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly put...
He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's got tall. Camavinga gets it clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. De Bruyne receives it in a good position here. Great pressure, plenty of it. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely shaped ball. Nicely intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. And that has been cleared. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He can get that clear. Still goalless at the moment. Neymar. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now that looks a decent ball. That is lovely. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Mbappe. Now it's Darwin. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Nunez. There will be a throw-in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he's away. De Bruyne! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Yeah, but I really like that link-up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right.
Now it's Raul. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. Khan punts it upfield. Now that's well seen too. And it's Van Dijk. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's gone looking for safety.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Raul. Now it's Raul. Oh, it's a great... Big chance! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Van Dijk. Coming
And we're
on the
off
field
again.
is number 23.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is... And the shot! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. It's a good run down the right. Aimed into... Oh, what a climb! Final touch was poor. Searching pass he's played there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Zanetti, a header! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Darwin Núñez.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. It's become a case of men against boys.
Number 20.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, that's well spotted.
Number 5, Massaro. Number 22,
and he thumps it clear.
Serginho. Number 18, Son Heung-min. Number 6, Federico Valverde.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Back into the middle. And he can clear it away. Just about up to 75 minutes. And a chance! No, that's just wide. Can he get on the end of this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Raul. Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Cafu gets into some space. Tries to get it clear. He's having a go! Keeper always had the measure of that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
This their second corner of the game. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a promising run he's making on the right.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Madrid claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Right card is there, and he can get that clear. And this is Mahrez. And the shot! And it's in! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And that will be the final act. Arsenal just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Olise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Raul really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Passing is crisp and sharp. To threatening. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that has been clubbed away. He's picked his way through. Olise! It's off target and by quite a way.
Olise clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Xavi Alonso is there and he can pick it up. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and Everton. Oh, what has happened? Shot a goal! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Modric. And here's Cantona. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Modric. Cantona. Tchouaméni. And no, he's seen through all of that. Distributed tidily. Raul going face to face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good for him.
And De Bruyne! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Modric. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cantona had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And there is the half-time whistle. Some first-half thoughts?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Modric.
So off we go once more.
Olise. Coming on the field, number 19, Rooney. Number 24.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Owen. Rooney. Rooney! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Jordi Alba. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Cantona having a look. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Might be danger. Real chance! He's got a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's in. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Jordi Alba.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the shot! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to...
Applies the finish! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now there's a fine ball. Shoots! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now it's Owen. Knocks it into space. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! He scores! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Cantona demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Raul denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. De Bruyne. Mbappe. Cafu. Looking to play him in. He's got away. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
The goal scorer for Arsenal, number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goals and assists. He'll be the brains in midfield, trying to provide the creative input for players up front whenever possible.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
And it's Cruyff. And he's been shifted off it. Neymar. And the counter is on. Neymar. He's got away. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, Red, nice interception. And they've got rid. And this is Torres. Perez. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that's well spotted. Rummenigge.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Neymar goes steaming forward, and here's Torres. Out towards the flank.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Perez. Rijkaard cuts it out. That's a sharp pass. Zanetti. Tries to play it through. Lofted in. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Tchouaméni actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, what a... Oh, off the bar! And it's De Bruyne. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
De Bruyne really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Up he goes! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. That is some save from Khan. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Big header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, just skips past his man. Mbappe! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, it's Roll. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Cruyff. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1. Great chance here to level it up. Cruyff! Decent hit from there. Almost an hour gone. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get rid and claimed it back swiftly. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution
So, time for
field.
changes on
Number
both sides,
9,
actually.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Omar Marmoush. Substitution.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Tries a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Front-footed pressing going on here.
Oh, great feat, that.
And that is expertly dealt with. Just about up to 75 minutes. Cafu pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Cruyff looking to penetrate opposition lines. Mbappe chasing after it. And it's Zanetti. Great run on the overlap here.
That's good play from him.
Fired deep towards the back post. Arsenal have reclaimed it. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. There will be 4 extra minutes. Chouameni.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe, and he shoots! And that may well be that. That is that. Arsenal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it do.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Crunching tackle. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Dink through. Oh, that was vital. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Torres. That has been cut short. Ruben Dias gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Raul. And he's heaved it away. Oh, it's come loose. Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Modric. He's in a good position. Goes for a shot! They've scored! First blood drawn. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. That is some save from Khan! Now it's Modric. Gattuso. Neymar. And it's Gattuso. Gattuso. Now it's Martinez. And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Raul. Can he get it through? He has a look up. He's played it long. And here's Raul. Modric.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And now they can clear their lines. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's in a great position here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He has found the way through. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And just a quick reminder today to
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Hoyland. Coming on to replace
So off we go
him
once more.
Number 12.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Played out to the right. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He is through here. He's found shoots. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Raul. And the through ball. Mbappe! Can he finish? It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Brazil.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it? Which does have its chance, surely! Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's there to belt it away. Knocks it into space. Chouameni. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Torres. And he's picked out the run. And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. It's gone out for a throw-in. Can he get it through? And this is Torres. Fernando Torres gets through on his own. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has found the way through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Short changes him with that pass. De Bruyne tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. That is some save from Khan. Danger averted for now. Van der Ven producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking for the run. Great chance! Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Arsenal, 1-0 up at half-time. Mbappe is on his shot, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's definitely not his best. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Goes down, but nothing given. Tries to play it through. It's been slipped through. Mbappe! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great vision. Neymar gets into a good position. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Chouameni, that's an imaginative pass. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. The lead is extended still further. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A case now of complete control. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Kukçu does well to get it back. Can he get on the end of this? Lobbed in behind. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's De Bruyne. And he shoots! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to...
Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This might spell danger. Threads one in. Irwin did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great defending, strong and determined.
De Bruyne really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Raul. Cafu. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs to be good. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. De Bruyne! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Tries to pass it through. De Bruyne. Koundé makes the interception. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Mbappe. Now that is a hefty challenge. Danger averted for now. Koundé has a look and plays it forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's searching through. Plenty to... And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out of play for a throw. And this is Neymar. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Deftly away. Chouameni. And here's Torres. He's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Petit with the clearance. Mateus clears. Madrid are looking to go forward now. That is a little undercooked. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And please join me in
and we are up to the break.
Arsenal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution.
Arsenal have their third corner. It's loose now and they want to get it back. In he goes again! And he's heaved it away. And here's Raul.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Neymar! Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now, who's going to... Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So we've reached the hour mark. That is a great pick out. He is through here. And Messi! No mistake! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Cafu. Oh, he's a chance! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, good-looking ball. He's had it taken off him. Ball's gone out of play.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. That's a clever-looking ball. And he's there to clear it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no, this does not look good. He's had a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Has been indicated.
Madrid take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that's gone loose. And he's decided to go for it. And it's hoisted clear. Mateus. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So I'm assuming, Jim, that Roberto Baggio will be given freedom of the park.
I would think so, because if you tie him to a position, I think you take away his natural instinct.
And it's not just that he is such a great player, but others seem to get better around him.
Yeah, because he can produce such huge moments with his dribbling ability, and I think that gives the rest of the team belief and that winning mentality.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cannavaro. Roberto Baggio. Pass somewhat off target. Torres. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that could set him on his way. He's found a way, and the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he cuts out the supply.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's really well manoeuvred. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Mbappe! Oh, that was vital. Dunk is there to clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Chance for a shot! They've scored! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
This is threatening to be... And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Great header! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
We are glad to inform you that today's
Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Arsenal are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Coming on the field.
And the game has already resumed here. And it's Cruyff. And he's worked it through. Now this could be a chance. That's a decent clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nakata is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It's a searching pass, and he can clear it away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely shaped ball. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And claimed it back swiftly. That's a cute ball. That's been cut out, well played. That's a throw. Quality ball. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Rijkaard. Played out to the left flank. And that should get the job done. Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in. Pass is just off target.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he plays one through. Araujo. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to pass it through. Dunk calmly anticipates. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can...
That's that, the end. Arsenal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.